Morning, guys. Just a quick body weight workout this morning. Push, pull, squat. Pushes are going to be straight bar dips. Pulls will be inverted rows. Do some squats. Mix it up with some lunges. And then hit the jump rope for a couple of reps each round. I'm still here. I'm here too, brother. Good morning to you. Selenia. Angel. You got it, brother. Breakfast of Champions. Angel's, guys, my friend Angel is the burpee king. He's the burpee king. Shout out to Nashville. And shout out to Jackson down in Virginia. We're just doing body weight today, guys. Push, pull, squat. Couple of knee raises on a bar. Finish up each round with 50 reps on the weighted jump rope. The pushes today are going to be straight bar dips. Gotta grab my coffee. So guys, again, this is a push-pull squat with a little bit of jump rope. And we're just doing body weight. So when I do little routines like this, my goal is to go through the rounds as quickly as possible, as little rest as possible, because we want to keep the heart rate up, right? So you don't want to do a round unless you need it. You have to rest as needed. But think in your mind, you want to keep moving, because part of it, you're building strength with your pulls, your pushes, your squats. But we also want to build the endurance. How do we do that? We get that cardio benefit by keeping the heart rate up. And like I said, we're also throwing in a little bit of jump rope. I'll probably mix it up with a few jumping jacks. Anything to keep the heart rate up throughout the whole routine. Morning, Mirko. Shout out Germany. Back at you, brother. Guys, check out my friend Mirko, young beast from Germany. Coffee, egg workout. I'm a fan of the eggs too, every day. Pretty much every day. I'm sure I'm hitting 5, maybe 6 days a week of eggs. Eggs are the gold standard when it comes to protein, right? So guys, we're just doing push-pull squat. The pushes, straight bar dips, pulls, inverted rows, squats. I'm going between body weight squats and static lunges. Throwing a couple of knee raises for the core, and finish each round with the weighted jump rope. I believe we're on round 5 right now. How you doing? Good, good. Cheers to you, Mirko, brother. Thanks, man. Have a good day. Stay well over there. I know I don't have to tell you to get your reps in. I know you're taking care of that. I know you're doing the work. All right, guys, we just finished up round 5. Push-pull squat. Straight bar dips. Inverted rows. Some squats or lunges. I'll mix that up. Do a couple of knee raises on the pull-up bar and finish up each round with the jump rope or some jumping jacks. So like I already mentioned, when you do these body weight routines, what I like to do is try and move as quickly as possible. Obviously I'm stopping and chatting here a little bit, but normally you only rest as you need it. I don't time my rest periods. As soon as I feel ready, I go to the next round, because we're building strength with the exercises, but we also want to keep that heart rate up to help us build some endurance also, right? So it's a two-pronged approach. Starting round 6. Good morning, Magna. Good morning, Frankie. All right, guys, that was round 6, push-pull squat. So I was just in place of the squat on that one. I did what I call these static lunges. So you're gonna get in a lunge position and you're gonna pulse up and down. Obviously, you don't wanna bang the back knee against the ground, just where it's touching. And when you come up to the top of the movement, what you don't wanna do is lock that knee. You want to keep a little bit of bend in it, right? And that's going to keep the tension on that quad. Those are real quad burners if you try that move. It doesn't look like much. You could also add some weight if you had a couple of dumbbells or a weight vest. But again, it's just a lunge position, and you're going to pulse up and down. Don't lock out the front knee. Come up 3/4, 7/8, but you never want to be locking the knee at the top. And so obviously switch them up, same amount of reps on each side, and it's a good quad burner. So we're doing push-pull squat. The pushes today are straight bar dips, some inverted rows for the pulls, and I'm going between body weight squats and these static lunges I just pointed out. And then we're throwing in some jumping jacks or some reps with the weighted jump rope. We're on round 7. All right, guys, so with those knee raises, right, if you don't have a bar or you don't feel strong enough to hang from the bar and do the knee raises, you're just gonna lay on the ground and you're gonna draw your knees back towards your chest, like a reverse crunch type move. So you're gonna be laying flat on your back and you're gonna take your hands, place them right here, like on your lower back, the top of your butt. So I'm laying flat on my back, and all I'm gonna do, start with my legs straight and draw my knees back towards my chest. And as my knees, you gotta remember that your breath is contrary to what you're doing. So if my knees are coming towards my chest, I'm breathing out. I'm gonna breathe in as I extend my legs and breathe out as I'm coming in. All right, I believe we're on set 8 now, guys. Straight bar dips, inverted rows, squats or static lunges, some knee raises from the bar, and we're finishing up each round with either the jump rope or some jumping jacks. Like I said, with these body weight exercises, we always want to try move as quickly as you can. You know what I mean? You don't want to get to the point where you're going to pass out, but you want to keep going through the rounds as quickly as possible, because in addition to building up some strength with our push-pull squat, we want to build some endurance too. So we always want to keep that heart rate up as high as we can throughout the whole routine. I think I just said we're on round 8. Eight rounds in, guys. 8 rounds in. Push, pull, squat. Body weight. These inverted rows, guys, I think they're a much forgotten exercise, especially for people that can't manage pull-ups. With pull-ups, if you can, I always advocate using resistance bands to get up on the bar, but also you want to always include these inverted rows. Obviously, it's going to be an easier pull than doing a full body weight pull-up, but it's going to help with your grip strength, and it's going to help with the forearms, and obviously build up the back. And just like the pull-up, your grip is going to dictate what part of your back you're working. So if I go up and do a nice wide pull-up, obviously I'm working more, bringing in more lats. Right? And as I come in closer, with that closer grip, I'm going to work the inner part of my back. So when you do these rows, the inverted rows, you want to kind of do the same thing. You can do a close grip, medium grip, wide grip, supinated grip with your palms facing up, which is then going to bring more bicep into the pull. Right? And most people find, even on the pull-up bar, when you do a chin-up is when your palms are facing you. A pull-up is when your palms are facing away. So if I do a chin-up, I'm turning this way, I'm getting a little more assist, slightly more, from my bicep. So that's going to make that pull a little bit easier. It's not going to be simple, but for most people, generally, a chin-up is a little easier than doing a standard pull-up. Round 9. 9 rounds down, guys. So we finished that one up with our jumping jacks. Jumping jacks been around forever, and that's because they work. They're genius in their simplicity for getting yourself in shape. So you don't need $10,000 treadmills, elliptical machines, and things like that. They all have their place if that's what you fancy, but if you're using the excuse, I'm not in shape because I can't go to the gym or things like that, stand up in your living room, go out on your porch if you have a low ceiling, whatever. Do jumping jacks, do burpees, 4-count burpees. Don't even do the push-up. Just get down and stand up, get down and stand up. You can do it, guys. There's always a way. All right, we're going into round 10 now. Push, pull, squat. The pushes are straight bar dips, inverted rows for the pulls. We're gonna do squats. I've been alternating between squats and these static lunges. Hanging knee raises from the bar. If you can't do those, you get on the ground, you do reverse crunches on your back. And then we're finishing up with each round with either 50 jumping jacks or 50 reps with the weighted jump rope. Ten rounds down, guys. Push, pull, squat, body weight. It's not complicated stuff. It's really not. You just got to get up and move. And for every exercise that you see me doing, if you don't feel that you could do that exercise, there's always an alternative, right? You could do some dips. I realize those straight bar dips, they take a little bit more strength because you're dipping your whole body as opposed to, say, a bench dip, which you could do on a bench, on a chair, retaining wall, anything. And you're taking the weight by having your feet on the ground. Obviously, you're taking a good load off, but you're still gonna work those triceps really well. I love those bench dips to really isolate the triceps. So there's always There's always a workaround, guys. You know, I'm doing these inverted rows. That's, I would say, like a medium height bar. On the opposite side there, we have some parallel bars that are even higher. So the higher the bar that you're using to pull on, your body's going to be more vertical as you pull. So it's going to be an easier pull. But as that bar sinks down, your body's going to become more horizontal to the ground. And that's going to make it a little bit of a harder pull. So the further down your head goes towards the ground, it's a harder pull. As your head comes up with a higher bar, if I'm pulling at a bar that's, say, here, and I'm back on my heels, it's going to be a much easier pull. You're still going to get a benefit, you know what I mean? But if you don't have the strength right now to do it on a real low bar, like I said, there's always going to be a workaround. There's always a way to do it. And if your ultimate goal is to do a pull-up, the inverted rows they're definitely the way to start. Because they're going to build the same, again, the grip strength, the forearm strength. You're going to be hitting your back. So it works. So we were 10 rounds in on push-pull squat. I'm going to try and hit a couple more rounds before I get going here. It's like 11 rounds, guys. Give or take. Definitely 10 or 11. So guys, obviously with any of these routines that you see anybody doing, these body weight routines, every single one of them can be fashioned to your constraints, your fitness level, your time constraints, your strength level, your endurance level. So I'm doing 10 reps of each exercise, 20 on the legs. You know, if you're looking at me saying that's too simple, well, add some weight or up your reps if you don't have the weight to add. You're always going to go up with the reps to increase the intensity. If you can't do 10 of each exercise, you lower your reps. do 5, do 7, do 3. It doesn't matter. But like I mentioned earlier, when you do these body weight routines, the idea is to try and keep moving, not like what I'm doing right now, standing here talking. You want to go round to round, rest only as needed. Reasoning behind that is we're going to keep our heart rate up. Not only build strength with the routine, but also the endurance, right? Giving the heart a little bit of a workout too, get some cardio benefit out of it. And again, like I said, for every exercise you see me doing, there's a workaround. There's a way to modify it to make it easier or harder, if that's what level you're at. Game Bros Gusto. I'm surprised you could type after yesterday morning. Guys, make sure you go over to my friend Game Bros. Subscribe to him, check him out. Him and my friend Aldo, also from YouTube channel Crusades of Motivation. Got up at 5 a.m. yesterday and decided to run through 500 muscle ups. And they actually did that live. They did that live on YouTube, which is crazy. So it's real, raw, and uncut. And they did it. So make sure you check them out. Game Bros channel and Crusades of Motivation. And the video was yesterday. It should be up on actually both of their channels. But make sure you give both of them a look and give them a sub. All right, guys, we're going to hit one more round. Push, pull, squat. Straight bar dips, inverted rows. Some squats. Knee raises on the bar, and finish up with some jump rope. You know it, Brother Jack. You know it. We don't stop, my man. Guys, another young beast here, Jackson Stoic. Make sure you check out his channel. He's a young man with a good head on his shoulders. He gets it. He realizes the importance of everybody's health, of your own health, which most of us don't. We're too busy chasing a buck, too busy trying to buy a bigger car, you know, too busy trying to keep up with the Joneses, keep up with your neighbors, keep up with what your friends have. You know, we think if we're not eating shit food, if we're not out drinking, all the fun stuff, doing the shit that destroys your health, we look at that as being deprived if we can't do that, right? When, on the contrary, by doing all that stuff, you're out chasing a buck and worried about a big car. Drive a piece of shit car, but be ripped, right? You want to be a big fat guy in a BMW or a Cadillac, and you can't push the fucking seat back far enough to get your stomach in the car? You think that's cool? Or would you rather have a piece of shit car and get out and, you know, walk around, have a V-taper and be ripped up, be as healthy as a fucking ox? What would you rather do? I know what a lot of people are gonna say, I'd rather have the car and I'll fit my stomach in somehow. But that's what we've been indoctrinated to believe. We're bombarded with everything. No, don't worry about it. You gotta live, you gotta enjoy yourself. Enjoy it, and don't worry, because when you get sick, we got all the pills in the world to give you, right? So not only will we sell you our cars, sell you our shit food, you know, put all this stress on you in life, beat you down, and then once you're so fucked up that you can't handle it anymore, and you're ready to, you know, jump off a chair with a noose around your neck, don't worry, we have pills for you. You're feeling depressed? I got a pill. Your blood pressure's up? I got a pill for that. Blood sugar's up? Got some metformin for you. Don't worry about it. Your joints are aching? Got some pain relievers. Don't worry about it, guys. You do what you want. You live it up. You live your best life. And then we'll step in with the pills and keep you going. Keep you going. And we'll hold you in a chokehold while the other guy behind me pulls all the money out of your pockets. And then they turn you upside down, like on the Underdog cartoon. And they shake all the coins out of your pockets. And then they take the fillings out of your teeth. Then when there's nothing left, sorry pal, there's nothing else we could do for you. We tried everything. We did our best. We did our best until the money ran out. You gotta keep yourselves healthy, guys. Morning. Gotta keep yourselves healthy, guys. It's the most precious commodity in the world. You have to understand that. No matter what your circumstance is, if you're a healthy person, you can fix everything else. Everything else on earth can be fixed somehow. But if you have all the riches in the world, I don't care how big your garage is, how big your car, how many cars you have, how big your house is, how many jet skis you have, I don't give a fuck what you have. It means nothing. It means nothing if you're sick. It absolutely, Jack, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. Here's the problem with that, Jack. I'll tell you, let me give you my take on it, whether I'm right or wrong. It's easier for people to go out and buy stuff and think that that's going to up their status and people are going to look at them as if they have any more value. Well, if I'm driving a Cadillac, people are going to look at me and say, wow, that guy's got it. You know, he's really got it. Even though I'm 300 pounds, I'm diabetic, I'm walking with a cane and this and that, you think that the more you buy, the more you own, the bigger your house is, people are going to look at you. And people don't give a flying fuck. People are living their own lives. Everybody has their own problems. They don't care what you have. But if you're a guy, if you're a 21-year-old guy today, right? 30-year-old guy with kids, you know, most guys at that age, 30, 35, 40, they're walking around with the pot belly. Oh, what are you going to do? Dad bod. You know what I mean? I would work out, but if it wasn't for the kids. You know, I just got the dad bod, but eventually I'm going to, you know, I'll work it out. Okay, sure. But if you're a 20, 30, even any, like you said, any guy, even any woman, because women are out of control too, totally out of control. It's not uncommon to see a 250, 300-pound woman walking around, and she's usually wearing some kind of clothes where, you know, those zippers are hanging on for dear life. Those buttons are, everything's like, you know, but she's squeezing herself in there, right? And that's what they aspire to. They're okay with that. But my point is, rather than worrying about acquiring all this material stuff to make yourself, and thinking that you have, people are going to view you as being more valuable, be a valuable person. Build up your own self-discipline, because when people see somebody that's really self-disciplined, they really take notice. And when you have a good physique and you're somebody who they know that you're the guy, no, that guy doesn't eat like that. He doesn't come out drinking. He doesn't do it. You know what I mean? And you know, they'll say to you, oh man, what's wrong with you? You're not having fun. But in their mind, they're thinking, I wish I could do what that guy was doing. I wish I had his self-discipline. And with that self-discipline comes control over every other aspect of your life. It builds self-esteem, all this other stuff. You work on you, because if you build value in yourself as a person, physically, mentally, emotionally, how you talk to people, how you treat people, they don't care what you're driving. You could pull up to work on a fucking unicycle next to everybody's Porsches, and you know, all the fat guys with the Porsches and the BMWs. You could pull up to work all ripped up on a unicycle, and trust me, they're going to look at you differently, right? And when you get that from the crowd, you know, a lot of times people, they'll make the remarks like in a way to try and tear you down. It's because they know. It's because they know in their mind. It's that green-eyed monster. They're envious. They're jealous. And they'll make light of it. And they'll say, oh, look at this weirdo. Look at this guy. He's not part of the crowd. You don't want to be part of the crowd. You never want to be part of the crowd, right? Unless that's the last boat coming off the Titanic. Maybe you want to be a part of that crowd. But generally speaking, you walk around and you look at people, you don't want to be part of that. What are they eating? You don't want to eat it. What type of exercise are they doing? For most part, people aren't exercising. So you don't want to be a part of that crowd, right? You talk about the sicknesses, the chronic ailments, and it all comes back. 90% of it, 80 to 90% of it comes back to lifestyle habits. We're not a product of our genetics. We're more a product of our lifestyle habits, our consistent lifestyle habits. What you do consistently, you're either going to reap some really great rewards from it, or you're going to pay a dear price, a serious price eventually. And all of you guys out there that pull this bullshit, no, you don't understand. I work out. I could eat what I want. I burn it off. You're kidding yourself. You have no clue what you're talking about, okay? So cut the bullshit. All you're saying is, I work out, but I still don't have the discipline to eat right. So you're making up bullshit excuses, you know, coming up with your own theories, all right? And again, you might eat like shit for 20 years and then start paying a price. I might eat like shit for 5 years and stuff. Everybody is different. There's going to be that 1 in a million guy that maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's going to last to 80, 85 years old and be relatively okay eating shit. I can't figure it out. But don't you bet. Don't put all your fucking chips on you being that guy. You got to take precautions, right? And again, it goes back to building the self-discipline, building the self-esteem, building the mental fortitude. I just mentioned my friend Gusto, right, from the Game Bros channel, my friend Aldo from, you know, these guys wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. A little extreme, I'll grant you that, but they go to the gym and they just start doing muscle ups. How far do you want to go? I don't know, let's go till we can't go anymore. Again, a little extreme, but you're telling me that you can't come to a park and just do body weight exercise for a half hour? Set your clock for 30 minutes and just move for 30 minutes. Anybody who tells me they can't do that, I know right off the bat, if you're going to start our relationship with a lie, I can't trust anything else you're going to tell me, right? So if you're going to tell me if you tell me I can't find the motivation to do it, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to do it, I'm whatever. Be truthful. But if you want to make up your bullshit lies and say, well, no, you know, I would do it, but, you know, I just don't have the time. Or the guys with the dad bods. Oh, yeah, see, I got the dad bod, but you know what it is? It's because of the kids. If I didn't have the kids, man, I'd be fucking ripped. I'd be ripped. Get out of here. What's up, Asia? Howdy to you. Yeah, that's a good one, Jack. Swole shaming. Yeah, it's accurate though. It's accurate. Me and my friend Jack are weirdos. I'm with you, Jack. I want to be a weirdo. No doubt. No doubt. All right, guys, I think I overstayed my welcome. I'm a little over an hour. Got a couple of things to do here. As always, good morning, DK. Shout out to the UK, DK in the UK. What's up, Drew? Hope you're doing well, brother. Appreciate all you guys being here. As always, everybody in the chat, everybody with the good vibes, everybody that chose to hit the like button or sub. I appreciate that. Even if you didn't, I appreciate you being here watching and listening. Hope you learned something. Everybody stay safe, get your reps in, have a good day. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks, guys.